Hey there, friends, and welcome to this week's episode of Secrets to Sanity. And on today's episode, we are going to be talking about the importance of learning to sit on it. Now, my practice is all about helping people manage stress, anxiety, depression, helping people create mindful practices in their daily life, helping people cultivate compassion and kindness and self-love. And sometimes these things are challenging for me too. So today I was feeling stressed and I was feeling a little overwhelmed about life. And so I thought, what better day than to remind myself and other people about why it's important to, you guessed it, sit on it. Well, sitting on it to me means learning to sit with your thoughts. The biggest part about living mindfully is learning to sit with your thoughts, learning to be in your body, learning to connect with your breath, to connect with yourself in the present moment. Now, sounds simple, but this can sort of be easier said than done. Learning to sit with our thoughts in a world that's going 24/7, going all the time, in a world that tells us that busy equals successful, it can be really hard to slow down and to actually choose to stick with our thoughts and to be in our body instead of, getting distracted by a million external things in this world. So today, and hopefully every day, give yourself 5 minutes in a quiet space. It could be a little dark corner at home. It could be the bathroom stall at the office. It could be anywhere that you can get a little bit of peace and quiet. And then you want to set a timer for 5 minutes. Then what do? You press start, and then you want to start focusing on your breath. Your breath in any sort of mindfulness practice is the anchor that's going to keep you grounded. So you want to first start to focus on your breath. You want to feel the inhale and the exhale. Maybe you can think to yourself, breathing in, breathing out. So you want to connect with your breath. And through connecting with our breath, we also then connect to what's going on in the body. So in the first minute, 2 minutes of your mindfulness exercise, you want to just try to connect with that breath and keep the focus on the breath. But you'll likely find as time goes on that there are thoughts poking in there, right? Oh, you didn't do that little task that you had to do. Oh, you need to pick Bobby up from school at 3:30. There's a million things go on in our mind. So we need to remember that the point of sitting on it is to sit with our thoughts. And I say that, sit with your thought, because we don't want to push our thoughts away. We don't want to resist them. We don't want to judge them as, I can't believe you're thinking that. You're a terrible person. You really should have done that better. Our inner critic loves to judge us. And so the point of any sitting practice is to just be with the thoughts that are coming up. Just observe them, see them there. Don't respond to them. Just give them the time of day and let them just cruise right on by. So we want to always come back to our breath. So for the 5 minutes between when you turn your timer on and you turn your timer off, you keep your focus on the breath, on that inhale and that exhale. Inhale and the exhale. And when thoughts come up, which they will, you just want to acknowledge them. I see you there, thought. Not helpful for me, so I'm just going to choose to let you go. I actually have a very helpful guided meditation on my website that uses the analogy of the sky. So when you're meditating and thoughts come up, you want to think of them as a cloud in the sky. And so sometimes thoughts come over and they cloud the clarity of the sun. They cloud the brightness of the sun. So our thoughts come up and they cloud the clarity of our mind. But that's okay, because instead of letting them hover over and really create this dark cloud over our mind, we can just choose to acknowledge them and see them there, not build them up and make them any bigger than they are, or try to resist them and yank them down. We just want to see them there. I see you there, thought. You're okay. And then just let it float right on by and always come back to the breath. So I encourage you today to have your own practice, to create your own mindfulness practice, and to take 5 minutes, just 5 minutes every day to sit on it. Because I truly and deeply believe and know, based on experience with myself and countless clients, that 5 minutes a day can increase calm, can support your mental health, can decrease stress, increase quality of life, increase energy, and just make you a little bit happier. So until next time.